Good morning, guys. So today it's just me and the workers again. Shell had a, well, not Shell, but Shell's extended family had somewhat of a medical emergency yesterday, and it's somewhat serious, but it's not my place to provide details. I will leave that up to Shell if she wants to. Today I am going to modify this piggery gate to mount to this wall, because when we actually bought this lot, this specific stall didn't have a gate like these ones do. And also, if you can see, this rebar doesn't allow this gate to fit flush up against this concrete wall. My OCD is killing me right now. So I had already pre-ordered some of these gate latches, just these ones, and it actually came with some proper gate latch arms. So the new ones will allow these gates to sit flush up against the concrete. So I'm going to cut all these off, weld the new ones on, bolt the new latches on. And as you can see, this gate is not the right size for this stall, because this gate was the previous gate for the CR. It used to be mounted right here where this door is now. So it used to be right here for when they had a carabao in here. So all I got to do is cut that gate a little bit shorter, re-weld it up, weld it on the new latches, and hopefully get this piggery ready to put some pigs in it. So, but before I do that, yesterday we had an extension cord failure. Well, not necessarily a failure. It's not the cord's fault. It's my fault. I had laid some rebar over the extension cord, and the guys, when they pulled the rebar, it severed the cord and arced and did all that jazz. So today I got to fix the extension cord. But I brought my quick solder connects. I don't know if you guys are familiar with these, but these things are awesome. Love these things. So get this extension cord fixed, then we can start on the piggery. Guys should be here soon, and yeah, let's get to it. Alright guys, so this is what I was talking about. When I bought these new latches, they came with the actual arms. But as you can see, if I weld them on there, they're not long enough to actually clip into that and weld to that. I could move this over here, but I don't want to get too close to this edge because the concrete might bust out and then it'll just be weak. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to have to cut these rebar arms off, bend some new ones so it will actually look like this, but I'll be able to weld it on here. So I'll just replace these with more rebar, that we actually have some length to bite into this concrete, not so close to the edge over here. So let's go do that. Some of you guys might see a metal disc. You're like, Brian, why are you cutting rebar with a ceramic disc? It's not a ceramic disc. This disc is actually meant for metal. As you can see right there, it's for rebar, aluminum, copper, pretty much any kind of metal. It is a diamond tip blade. Anybody that knows metal fabrication or have ever used a cutting disc that's exploded, you would know that they are very dangerous. And I actually picked this one up on Shopee. It's a branded one. It actually works fairly well. It was like 350 pesos on Shopee. So if you're doing any metal cutting in the Philippines, Shopee, Lennox Metal Max works great. Just want the guys to be safe. Don't want any cutting disc fragments in their face. So yeah, it's not a ceramic disc, it's a metal disc. So we'll get this rebar bended up, and we'll go clean up the gates and get it welded on. As you can see, got them all bent up. Got the new latches. Let's go. So now, if you guys weren't understanding what I was saying before, as you can see, this new rebar arm is now bent out a little bit. Right, I left a little bit on the end so I can actually move it where it needs to be and adjust the length on this side and still have plenty to go to on that side. I can always cut it off later, but on this one with the latches already on, you can see that it's out, and when the gate actually shuts, this gate will sit flush with the wall because it's not right now. And yeah, so I'll get these old ones cut off, new ones put on, and see, got them all knocked off, cut off all the old ones. That way now we can test fit our new bars. So probably still a little warm, but once it's latched and welded on, that will sit flush with the wall. So much better than before. Now it'll all sit flush. So what the guys are doing now is they put these molds back up, because what we're going to do is we're going to pour a horizontal concrete beam across the entire house on all walls. I guess that will strengthen it up. I was kind of confused about what they were talking about with the concrete beam going across, but it's all making sense now. I went and bought this Worldplex brand, whatever this stuff is called. It's like it's a 1/2-inch plywood, but it's got like almost like a laminate plastic on it, for it peels off concrete a little bit better. So we're gonna cut that up for the mold, install it up there, pour the mold, and then, from my understanding, after the concrete beam right here, there's going to be 2 more blocks high. So there's going to be block, concrete beam, more block. What they're doing now is we got this rebar up here, but what they're going to do is they're going to lift it up, tie it off at these points all the way across. So normally you would put the rebar right here to tie in each layer of block. They're going to raise this up, tie it, and then they're going to pour a 4-inch column all along this block, all along this wall, all the way down to tie in all the block with solid concrete. So no hollow block, just a solid 4-inch column of concrete. All right, guys, so they are now putting this rebar up. I thought it was only going to be 1 piece of rebar, but it's actually 2 pieces. They got it all tied in up here. This concrete column or beam will be 4 inches wide by 5 inches tall. So it'll be a complete solid concrete beam going the full length of every wall in the house. Hey guys, so the guys are at lunch right now, and while they're at lunch, I'm going to take some high-vis orange and mark out where I want the electrical outlets to be. So some are going to be up high, some are going to be down low. We've got 1 high in the bathroom, 1 up high for the AC, and then probably a 3rd one up high for the Starlink. So let's get to it.
Hold me tighter, this dynamic says it all. You're the curator and I'm your animal. Feel like I'm sinking underwater.
Alright guys, so for right now, I might add more in later time, but we got 1 exterior electrical outlet right there, because this is going to be the parking area. They might need to wash their motorcycles or plug in like a pressure washer or something, or bring it out, plug in a speaker or whatever. And then if you guys have seen our previous videos, we're going to build a patio here, long concrete patio, like a little coffee table right here. So electrical outlet outside would be ideal right there. Over here we're just going to put 1 right there. Obviously the big wall, might as well. I do need to put 1 up there because I think that's where I'm going to mount the Starlink once this wall is finished up there. I'll probably mount the modem, the Starlink hardware up there. That way nobody can touch it. Over here will be concrete countertops, so outlet right there for the rice cooker, whatever they want to put over there. And then over here, probably refrigerator, or vice versa, rice cooker, refrigerator. 2 kitchen outlets right there. And I'm not sure yet, but we might put like a range hood or something over the cooktop. I don't know where it's going to be yet, but might move that one. Might be somewhere else along this line, but we need one electrical outlet up there for the range hood. One right there, because why not? One over here for, I think this is where we're going to put the TV and stuff, so outlet there. Put one up there for the AC unit that's going to be up there. We got a 1.5 horsepower air conditioner unit, split type, that we're going to mount up there. Put one up there for the hot water heater, because it's going to be mounted up there soon. Well, not soon, but that's where it will be. Over here, got one right here, because kitchen sink, bathroom mirror, hair dryer, whatever. Moving on into the bedroom. Headboard be about right here, queen bed. So his and hers electrical outlets, that way they don't gotta fight over them. Put one down low. I might move it up a little bit because we're gonna mount the TV on the wall. Might hide the wire behind the TV, so I don't know if we want to hide it behind there or just have another one down low. We'll figure that out later. As of now, I think that's about it. That's a kind of like a rough estimate of where our electrical outlets will be. If you guys can think of anything else that I might be forgetting, or could be a possibility to add something in the future, shit, let me know. Shell's gonna yell at me if I don't vlog. Yeah.
Ya, bilhin. Upat. Nandito na ba? So unfortunately I gotta stop fixing these gates for today because the new latches only came with a few small little screws with no screw anchors. So tomorrow, or actually probably today, before I can screw in the new latches, I need to get some plastic screw anchors and probably 2-inch screws because these guys aren't going to keep pigs inside the piggery. So I need to pick up some screw anchors, some longer screws, then I can mount everything up and weld everything on. So we'll pick that back up tomorrow. Bunka always seems to think that this is a dog kennel. Yeah, I know you want belly rubs, but he always switches it up. One day, damn, I just hit my head. I don't know how many times I've done that already. You'd think I'd learn my lesson. He used to sleep in here, but as you can see, got them all bent up, ready to be welded on. So, tomorrow. You can't cut straight? No. He's cheating. We using that for a guide? Yeah.
shoot the wind. A little bit short. This video. Worldplex, Worldplex eh. Lupai dari itu baru. Saja naik tu, mendarat naik. Balik ni tu. Ang taas ni. Ang taas ni top. Okey. Tirahan ni semua. Go to the operating.
Amputate. You're gonna lose his arm. Grab the grinder.
Yeah. Ada bahan layat. Let's go boy. Wah, sakar ya. Sakar lagi dia. Let's go boy. Nak keluar. Oh nak. Ilan saya tahu nak. Nak. Keluar.
Putting holes in my wall.
Sabar. Gearball.
Hey Peter, we'll probably put a nail in the cocoa lumber to keep it from popping out for the plywood. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. I am off to get cleaned up and then I gotta go meet Shell at the hospital. Unfortunately, the situation has gotten progressively worse over the day and they need all the support they can get. So I honestly don't know when we're going to be posting another video. Could be a couple of days, could be a couple of weeks, who knows. It's just one of those situations where you gotta roll with the punches. Shell's okay. One of her extended family members are in the hospital and it's just not looking good at the moment. So that's where we'll leave you off for today, and we'll see you guys soon.